Hey puzzle besties, welcome back to my channel, Javi's Puzzle Odyssey. Alright guys, I'm so upset. I recorded a whole nother intro for this video and the audio, my mic wasn't on. I'm sorry, but I am going to be doing some casual puzzle for this video. Well, I already worked on it. I like to usually record my videos in a certain order. I like to do my intros before I actually touch the puzzle, which is not totally necessary. However, I just like to have a certain order. Just me. But there have been a few videos where the puzzle is already completed once I did my intro. We are going to be working on this 500 piece by MasterPieces called Shangri-La. Super cute little panda moment. I love it. And then for the first time ever, for this channel, for me, we're gonna do a Charles Wysocki puzzle. This one is called Americana, or it's by the Americana collection. It's called the Cambridge, and it was bought used from 2nd Ave. And this one was bought new from Ollie's. You can see the Ollie's tag. Ollie is like a liquidator's wholesale type of store. And they sell a bunch of home goods and food and snacks. So, and puzzles. I'll have to take you guys there for a shop with me video. But yeah, I'm super excited to get to these puzzles. I can't wait to show you guys. Let's get into the puzzles and let's get into the time lapse. Alright guys, I'm so mad about the audio clips for my intro that I recorded because it was such a cute intro. I was sitting on the couch and it was giving cozy vibes and it was supposed to set the tone for this video. And when I re-recorded the intro, I seem a little flustered and all over the place. I'm someone who likes to plan ahead and just be prepared, and I stumble upon my words and I stumble upon like everything I have planned when things don't go right. And it's something I need to work on, right? Because not everything is always going to go to plan. And, you know, that's something I recognize I need to work on for myself. But I re-recorded everything. I wasn't happy with how it was. So I just want to apologize to you all. I do want to talk about the puzzle, but I wanted to apologize first because I wasn't happy with it. But it is what it is, and not everyone's perfect. So we will continue on. Alright besties, today I decided to go with this 500 piece MasterPieces Panda Puzzle Shangri-La. I love all the colors, and I'm gonna be honest, I was super nervous about doing this puzzle because of all the green, but let me tell you, it was not bad at all. And you know, I think I always psych myself out with certain puzzles, certain images, because a lot of times you hear other people talking about how greenery is difficult, trees are difficult, floral difficult, and then you start to psych yourself out. Let me just tell you, stop doing that. If you think the image is nice and you don't mind doing that, just do it. Not saying that people are not correct, that it is difficult, because it is for most people, but it might not be difficult for you. So if you have yet to try it, I say, you know, give it a try and see if it fits you. And if it doesn't, then you know it doesn't. And you can avoid doing that puzzle or anything like it in the future. So I loved it. This one was a little bit challenging, but the more challenging part was the bears, the pandas. They were the more challenging part of the puzzle because they all three look the same. So it gooped me and it gagged me. I thought the hardest part was going to be the floral and the greens, but what the artist did with this image was separate textures, different kind of plants on one side, and you have different texture plants on the other side. So it made it pretty easy and pretty fun to do. And also, MasterPieces is one of my favorite random cut puzzle brand, and I don't know if people consider this random. I think it is marketed as random, but the pieces are a little bit random, but they're more like a grid cut, but they're like randomly placed on over the entire image. So I do appreciate it, and I have been doing a lot of MasterPieces lately, and I've been enjoying them. It do feel a little bit on the cheaper end, like, of a puzzle. Like, I was holding a piece up and I bent one unintentionally. I might have been putting a little too much force on it, but I did end up bending a piece. But let me know, guys, do you like MasterPieces? I do like MasterPieces. I haven't tried any of their premium one. I do have a 3,000 piece one. I'm gonna open it up and see what the quality is like for that one. Quality was fine. You know, it's not premium, but it's also not super cheap. So I enjoy doing this puzzle. But let me know what you guys like to puzzle casually. What brand is like your ultimate favorite brand, or what puzzle cut style is your preference? You guys know I like random and I like grid. I like grid, and I'll do random here and there. I've been getting into random a little bit more lately, but I will always prefer a grid cut puzzle. But I just wanted to share that with you guys, and I will see you at the next puzzle. Alright, guys, the puzzle is complete. I love it. I love all the bright colors. It is matte, with some areas that's more shinier than others. You can even feel it. It feels, the dark spots feel a little bit more on the glossier side. But I found something very funny. So I was doing the puzzle, I was looking at the box, and I noticed right here, it looks like a baby panda hugging mama panda, right? But it looks so funny, right? It looks just like, I don't know, it doesn't seem right. Like, it doesn't seem like there's actually a baby panda there, or it doesn't belong, or it's kind of like a ghost panda. I don't know. But then when I did the puzzle, I was like, let me see, it's there. I don't know if it's fur pattern or a baby panda, or I don't know if you guys can see it because of the glare, but you know, it's kind of creepy. But yeah, let me know in the comments, have you guys ever did this puzzle, and if you did you notice that? But I really enjoyed this one. This one was challenging. The dark spots were challenging, and clearly it's artwork, so it was difficult coming into the middle of the puzzle, but beautiful. It took me 2 days. I could have had this done sooner, but I decided to be healthy and go to the gym. So, but yeah, I really enjoyed this one. So let's figure out the next puzzle. I made a decision. I've been itching to do a Charles Wysocki. Believe it or not, I have never done a Charles Wysocki puzzle, and I've always loved the image. To me, the image always reminded me kind of a nostalgic vibe, and it kind of reminded me of The Sims 1 for some reason. So I have this one, Americana collection. It's called the Cambridge. Let's do her. Him. Let's do this one. It's a little dusty. It's been sitting there. I want to do a Wysocki. I won't talk about the artist. I'm going to save that for an actual artist review episode. So stay tuned for that. But yeah, let's do this one. Look at it. It's so cute. It's so cute. And I actually got 2 new Wysockis. I will show you in my next haul, but I love it. Hopefully there are no missing pieces, but we shall see. But I'm excited to do this one. And I don't think it's going to be hard at all. We're going to do our first Wysocki together. Alright guys, this is my first time ever doing a Charles Wysocki puzzle. And it is not because I don't like the artwork, because I actually love the artwork. I think it's beautiful. But I think when I first picked up some Charles Wysocki puzzles, I had quite a few and I actually gave them away. And it was like at the bottom of my to-do list for a puzzle. And I think I'm one of those person who gravitate to things I love the most and this type of artwork I love the most, and it just wasn't my favorite artwork out of all the puzzles I had. I think his puzzles are wonderful. I think the images are wonderful and I appreciate the artwork a lot. But today, during this puzzle, it changed the way I look at a Charles Wysocki image, and I need to stop doing that. Stop only going for the images I love, because sometimes only going for the images you love, you can pick out some really complicated puzzles and be frustrated with it later. So I enjoyed this one. You guys will see. Unfortunately, the puzzle was missing 3 pieces at the end. You guys will see it. But it honestly was no big deal. I paid maybe like $2.99 for this puzzle, and it's not a big deal. So I'm totally okay with it. I'm not upset about the missing pieces, and they were all edge pieces, or there were 1 edge piece and 2 pieces around somewhere in the middle. But it's totally fine. I'm not upset about it. I still enjoyed the puzzle. I still have fun, but I am going to get more Charles Wysocki puzzles. I'm gonna get more Charles Wysocki puzzles because it was so fun putting all the little houses together, and it was just amazing. So I just wanted to share that with you guys as I watched this time lapse. I'm like, oh my god, I don't know what took me so long to do a Charles Wysocki puzzle, but I see why everyone's obsessed with it. Alright guys, quick little check-in. I just wanted to bring something up about the puzzle. I'm having so much fun. I don't know what I was waiting so long for to try a Charles Wysocki puzzle. I have some, I just never got to them. And they're always like at the bottom of my list to do. And I think it's because the artwork is not like the type of artwork I usually gravitate towards. And I love it. The artwork is beautiful. But it's not something I will grab first, if that makes any sense. Like, you know, you have your favorite styles and stuff. Like, you know, more of like an Amy Stewart if I go for an artist, or, you know, something around that realm. But let me tell you, this artwork makes sense for a puzzle. Like, complete sense. I'm having so much fun putting together these little towns, these little houses. I mean, putting the houses together, the boats, like these little scenes here and there is so much fun, and it makes perfect sense for a puzzler. So if you're someone who likes puzzling, this type of artwork makes sense for a puzzle. I just love it. I love it so much. And now I'm going to get to my other Charles Wysockis, and we'll have to review him as an artist on this channel. But oh my god, I'm having so much fun. I'm so happy I picked this puzzle. And someone in the comments when I did this haul mentioned, "Oh, I can't wait to see you do this puzzle." And that was what like motivated me to even start one. And I always hear all the time about Charles Wysocki and his work, and I always say, it's not my favorite style. It's not my favorite style, but it is now. I'm going to get all the Charles Wysocki puzzles because this is so much fun. I am thoroughly enjoying it. And I know a lot of his puzzles are inspired this way, with the little buildings and the town. In the town, the little buildings, and you know, you have the stores. I love putting together like certain stores, like the fish gallery, the ship supplies, the little boats, the little scenes. Yeah, I'm happy about this one. So we have more and we'll get to them. But yeah, let me know in the comments. Is that your first, is Charles Wysocki your go-to? If not, who's your go-to when it comes to artists? I love it. And so now that I've done a Charles Wysocki, I'm going to probably do more. It's like between him and Dawdle. They're like my last two artists that I'll grab artwork for. Unless, like, I'll see a Wysocki and it looks more like a realistic image, like an illustration that's more realistic, then I'll grab it. But I'm going to grab more of these. So, if you've been thinking about it and it's not one of your like type of images and you're like me, I say try it. You should always try every style, even though you don't gravitate towards the artist that much, because you might end up liking it. And now I'll have a newfound respect for Wysocki and his work because I'm enjoying it. And it's making me like the artwork even more. Not that I didn't like it, but I just feel like I can appreciate it a little bit more. And now I'm like motivated to keep doing it. So thank you to the person in the comments who suggested it. Super happy about it. But let's keep going, guys. Alright, guys. Noemi came by and wanted to join me and take a jab at this puzzle. So just personal thanks to Noemi. Thank you, Noemi. We will be going to a puzzle swap, which I'll mention. And they're having a speed puzzling contest at the swap. And we're locked in, guys, so we should be there. Can you guys think of any team names for Javi and Noemi? I am going in with the expectations of not gonna do good. Noemi've never speed puzzled before, and I never competed before, so I don't have any expectation. We're going in for fun, so I thought I'd share that with you guys. Oh my gherkins, guys. And you know what? It was missing 3 pieces. One here, one there, and one here. But I'm so happy I completed this puzzle. Sorry for the glare. We'll move the light out the way for a little bit for a second there. Okay, might be a little dark, but there's like an adjustment. Oh my goodness. I love it. 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 So, alright guys, that is it for today's video. I definitely enjoyed both puzzles. The MasterPieces was amazing. And the Charles Wysocki was so much fun. I'm definitely going to be getting more Charles Wysocki. And Noemi came over and helped with this, so it was just a good time. I had a blast doing these casual puzzles. But we have a speed puzzle contest on Sunday at the Puzzle Swap. So Sunday video will be Noemi and I practicing, so you guys will get to see her. But I will see you all in the next one. Peace and love. I hope you all have a wonderful day and happy puzzling. Bye.